cheetahs or cheetahs, the cat.
Yeah, some of the corners.
Concourse.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
Private stash? I can't take it home, so do you want to give some? I don't know. Yeah,
Because we're going to start to walk inside of Machu Picchu. Cocalypse. As I told you, keep
Right?
in your left side or your right side, okay? Cocalypse.
I always understood that intellectually, but I feel like yesterday being in Ñapa Iglesia, especially the ceremony we held there was a highlight of my trip. And this,
Ya están todos, ¿no?
in general,
Bueno, vamos a empezar.
my authenticity, do with other people that, in a way, we're all interconnected. A lot of us are tuning into the same information.
Well, excuse me. Will you pay attention, everybody, please? Everybody, pay attention, please. We're going to start our amazing tour in Machu Picchu. But before to start the tour, we will say thank you very much to God.
Yes.
Yes, that's the most important, to have this amazing weather, to have this opportunity to see the mountain Huayna Picchu. We say also thank you to Pachamama, thank you to Pachatata. That is the most important. Okay, we will say thank you also to Huayna Picchu. We blow our coca leaves. We will ask a permission to go inside. There are many ways to come to Machu Picchu as a normal tourist. But there is the other way, in a spiritual way. It's completely different. It's when you feel the spirits of these mountains. Okay, that's why we should have a permission. That's the most important. It's beautiful to take a photos. I'm not saying to you, to be honest, no, not to no one. Yes, I am mentioned, so there are two ways to come to Machu Picchu, because there is other people who don't know anything about this, okay? Then we have two circuits also today. We have the circuit 1, and also we have the circuit 2, okay? We visit first this, and then we will go up there. You will have the opportunity also to see from the upper part Machu Picchu. That house over there is the guard house, okay? For me, I grow here. I got this opportunity in this life, difficult life to be honest, hard life to live in these mountains, to stay connected with this mountain was really hard. Yes, because they are really jealous always. They have his own spirits, I know them. But finally, they got me that opportunity to stay around here with my family. Okay, so that's why I am very respect with all of these mountains around here. That's why, to remembering like every day, and I want to make you sure also don't forget the things to we are learning every day. That's the most important, not only today, every day we live like that, since now, that's the most important, okay? So sometimes people, they hear, one day you are like that, and the second day, it's difficult, I know, but the right way is, I told you many times, is to be a warrior, okay, in this life. Okay, so we blow. Thank you so much also for the coca lips of silver. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. We use and we blow. My first time. Mr. Robert, could you come please? You will blow also because you the leader of the group. We will ask a permission. Villa Taxewira Cocho, Pacheco Chachi, Pachamama, Aputaita Huayna Picchu, Aputaita Machu Picchu. Pedimos un permiso para entrar a esta tu ciudad, Taitayay, Mamayay, Intiyay, Soncoyay, Urpillay. Excellent, okay. Now with the permission of the great universe and also Pachamama, we are able to pass, okay? Thank you so much for your time. Little by little, we will walk through the city. We visit first the Temple of the Sun. In the center is the Temple of the Sun. Can you see that tower? It's spectacular. We visit that. This is second generations of humans. Yeah, we call Urin architecture. Then in the circuit 2, we visit the Hanan architecture. Yes? Excellent. Now, if you want, you can take your photos and then we go. Okay? You can finish with your photos and we go. Gracias, Milton, por la coquita. Después te la voy a poner.
Rumi.
Muchas gracias. Yes? You have a question? You're safe. And we will look also at a place where you can activate in Machu Picchu, okay? Your energy, okay? That is in the Purunawasi, in the right side of Machu Picchu.
You need to get
close
one
the
of
Temple
these.
the
Yeah,
Condor.
I do.
We will activate our energy, okay? If you are ready, follow me, please.
Mine never. I'm using this cover. Maybe it has something to do with it. Mine definitely got hot.
It's actually very warm today. We're about, I guess, probably about 3,500 feet lower in altitude than Cusco. So we all feel like Supermen and Superwomen. We have lots of oxygen here.
Just to let you know where we are is approximately 8,000 feet, 8,400 feet above sea level, okay? So that means we are in high jungle. We are located in the high jungle Amazon. Around this forest, there are also wild animals, like for example, the cock of the rocks. I will go to the backside. Cock of the rocks, you are here.
Cock on the rocks.
The cock of the rocks is really red. Yes.
It's a red cock of the
Yes, also we have the spectacle bear. A spectacle bear also live around here.
All right. Nice.
Yes, a spectacle bear live around here in this forest. Also live the condor, majestic condor lives. Hola, Malanco. Con 34, somos 3 guías.
Todos estamos guías.
Ahí está y ahí atrás hay otro.
Ya uno, que a ver.
Hay 4 todavía. Hay 4. Atrás está.
Hay que dar espacio al caballero para que pase. Sorry. Perdón,
Go ahead.
Permiso.
And also we have these animals. Look. They live around here, in the river, in the water, in the sky. The condors, they like to live on that mountain.
Cross between a seal and an ox.
This is Yawarundi.
Oh,
Nutria también. This is similar than capybara. The river Wilcamayu. The mountain Huayna Picchu. The terraces for farming proposed in your backside, for farming proposed. Can you see that? Farming proposed.
Perdón, a ver, este lado. Hola, disculpe, excuse me.
Go ahead.
Rumi. Antes que pase, papi. Todo está así, franco, pata. Son 44, no te paso, ¿no? Son 3 días, pero divídeme, papi.
Le pongo
Si
así.
no, no vas a entrar a lo que es el templo santo. Tú ves cómo son las dejas. Más de 9 años.
Nilton, ven aquícito, porfa. Lo vamos a dividir el grupo en 2. En 3. 1 second, please. We will split the group because we are not able to go all of us in once in Temple of the Sun. Por favor, hasta más o menos 15 yo puedo guiar hasta aquí. Sí, en el templo.
About a month ago, there was like some demonstrations here. What was that about? No, when there was demonstrations, there was like to stop the trades and everything.
Gente protestando.
Oh, yes. Oh. Bad vibration. It's
Bad
Bad
vibration.
vibration. Daddy.
Bad vibrations?
Yes, really bad vibration.
What happened?
They were fighting. 2 people, they died also.
What?
The road.
On the road?
Yes, for the road. They were fighting for the money, for control the road.
Rumi, porfa, ¿con cuántos va a estar?
Con 15 será.
Ya, con 15, llévamelo a los 15 los va a dejar, porfa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
They were
7.
fighting for control of the road? To try to get more money?
Yes.
And who were the protestants? Who were they?
The communities against the town.
Really?
There were some people who are controlling the road. And well, so they were fighting. Bad vibration in that moment.
Lucas stanno adesso in Bilba.
Those are the fountains, guys. Now they are restoring the fountains, but those are the fountains for the water.
Does it still work?
It's still working, the water. They stopped the water because they are making some restoration there. Over there you can see the fountains, water, channels.
Sì, no, perché sperando la gente che si sente bene.
So how did they get the resolution? For the roads, yeah, to control the
They
roads.
talked to the Peruvian governments in Lima, and the Lima say they were watching their hands, and the Lima say, okay, so we will split that company of cars in 2. And they were people also from communities sleeping there, like fighting. But this was
Sounds like mafia.
like mafia, yes.
Cartel.
Okay. As much possible, please come people here. Milton will come later. I want to explain you here.
I don't remember
The other
this.
people will be with other guys. Don't worry. So we are 3 tour guides now. What is this place? To be honest, and I will be honest with you, this is an Atlantean building. Can you see the kinds of square of stones? Yes, this is 2nd generation of humans. And under this place on the gates, they put the mummies like in fetal position like this. Yes, I will be like that because I don't want to cover the photos. Yes, right? On the gates, they put the people in fetal position. The main leaders of the Incas, they were here. Also, they use it. And it's facing where? The east. Over there now is covered by the mountains, but there is a mountain like with the shape of V, like V, like this. From there, in 21 of June, from this V, the sun comes through, and the first ray of the sun passes through that window over there.
Oh, that window.
Yes, that window. And this is the how it looks during this day. It's perfectly aligned to solstice. Winter solstice here, one window, and the other side there is another window. Summer solstice facing that V over there. Can you see the other V over there?
Yes, yes.
That V is called the sun gate. The sun gate. Winter solstice, summer solstice. This temple of the sun is showing you the cycle of the sun. And in the middle equinox, there is one mountain called Huacaywilca in the center, but now it's covered by the clouds. It's a big snow. Okay, so the people here, they believe when somebody die, body stay here, Mother Earth, but energy return universe. Depends, no, how you was also in your life. Some people, they just stay on the earth. Yes, majority of people actually, they stay in the earth. Some people, they are able to ascend to the stars. Yes, and to become part of this great universe. Because there is a line also for people. People believe we will return by reincarnation. I'm not completely sure, to be honest. That's why I appreciate every day when I live, I say thank you. But it's the decision of God. If He wants to return me, okay, because I think there is also a line to come here, to come to the air. There must be a line of people waiting also to come here. Okay, even extraterrestrials, that's why some extraterrestrials, they like to die here also in the earth. It's for them, it's an honor.
Rumi, do you know what is that structure?
Oh yes, the structure there in the center is a canalizer of energy to capture the energy of the spirits of the people who were here mummified. Also in 21 of December, this place became an oracle. Yes, oracle.
Oracle.
Yes, people, they come to ask questions to the mummies, to talk with them in 21 of December. Like in Japan, no? The Shintoism I told you before. They come here, they put incense there, they talk, sometimes they talk with the mummies.
But do they still do that ceremony?
Yes, it was a big ceremony in 21 of December, where Portal of Dead People is open.
Pero todavía lo hacen. Cada año.
Hay gente que lo hace, no todos, no saben, mucha gente han olvidado mucho.
Sí,
Yeah, this is the temple of the sun, perfectly aligned with the sun. Here in this place, where we have more place, more space, I will explain you how Machu Picchu was found. When, why. Muéstrales nomás el templo del sol. ¿O quieres que les explique yo? Explícales si quieres. But why Incas come here also in ancient times? They were similar than the Egyptians, very similar. I have here one symbology I want to show you. Very similar, doing similar things.
All right.
This imagine is from the 16th century. Inca is praying, talking with the sun and her wife. Who is this person between the sun and the Inca with 3 fingers? Orion.
All right.
Of course, Orion. In 21 of June, the Incas, they were keeping this knowledge. Majority of the cultures, they forgot that. Orion comes from east and the sun comes a little bit from north. And they looks like they are coming together. Yes? At the middle of the day, There is one artifact in Machu Picchu that is called Intihuatana. They stop together per 2 minutes in the main altar of Machu Picchu. Over there we can see the other lord of this area is Machu Picchu mountain, aligned with the Southern Cross constellation. This, if you put your compass, if you try, you will see to this mountain is aligned to north. At 12 p.m., the sun is always in the top. They choose this place because it has the sacred geometry. East, west, north, south.
But it seems kind of crazy that like the mountains are arranged in that way. And, like, the
That's
mountains-
why that is the proof that there is an order in the universe. The universe is not chaotical. The majority of the scientists, they tell you or they let you know the universe is a chaos, it's a chaotical, no order there, but the universe has order. The mountains and the stars, they come always together the same position. They are moving. But even 500 later, the Southern Cross is still there. Didn't move, it's still there. The sun is still in the top. The sun still comes from the V. The sun in summer solstice still comes through there. So it's an order, no, it's not chaos. Yes, that's why for me to got this information also was proving my faith. Also here in Machu Picchu, there is a temple of 3 windows. The temple of the 3 windows is the temple, the real temple of the sun, but we visit later in the megalithic side. Yes, later we visit this temple of the 3 windows, okay? But when Machu Picchu has been discovered, you have to know.
Again.
And what kind of people were living here? I want to show you what kind of people. This is incredible. People with elongated heads were living here. Actually, this photo took Hiram Bingham. In 1911, a professor from United States, from North America, he comes here looking for El Dorado. He found El Dorado.
Paititi.
Paititi. In a spiritual. Doesn't has to have gold. The gold is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was looking for that. No, accidentally, a local family down there, they told Hiram Bingham, up there, Machu Picchu, there are some ruins. And Hiram Bingham, he was brave, really brave man, because at that time everything was covered by the forest, insects, snakes, lots of big animals here. They found it. Mr. Hiram Bingham, he improved money, he paid money to clean it as much possible, Machu Picchu. I was reading his book, very interesting. Yeah, this is Hiram Bingham, 27 years old approximately. In 23 of December, he found Machu Picchu. No, sorry, 23 of July, he found Machu Picchu.
Found it?
He found it. Scientifically. Yes. He found it scientifically, Machu Picchu, 1911. Okay, but he didn't knew to this place was, for me, it's El Dorado. For me, personally, I know because I come in full moon, I come in solstice, I come in things, especially when it's full moon here, it's roof. The moon comes through there and the whole city becomes silver.
Through the V?
Tonight.
Yes. There are temples for the moon also, for the sun, for the constellations, for the female, for the male. There are lots of temples. Intihuatana, temple of the condor. This artifact is really incredible. This, especially the Intihuatana, is the only artifact to was founded. The original is really spectacular. I think I have here, I will show you in the photo. But it's aligned with the Milky Way. I've been here and it's difficult to take photos at night here. The guards, they don't let you pass. One day we come 2 days with the main archaeologist to have a night tour also. And I was trying to go at night here, skipping the group, knowing the dark. But the guards were there watching. Where are you going? And then I was trying again, and another guy. Where are you going?
Why? Why do they guard it so heavily?
Next time, just bring a drone.
I've been there, when I was younger, but it's really powerful. This antenna has 13% of inclination. That means these people today did this architecture. This is Lemurians, to let you know. It's really ancient. It was already here since thousands of years ago. This is mostly Inca. They were more farmers. They finished at Machu Picchu. But some of the artifacts, the megalithic, they were already here in Machu Picchu. This is second generation. The Incas, they were trying to restore the top. You can see how looks the Quran. You see how looks the Quran? It's different architecture, no? Yeah, they restored the temple. Okay, so they were restoring the ancient temples around here. But this is really...
Why don't they let you go here in this artifact?
People were sitting here to receive information, vibrations from the sky. When you do a medicine and you sit there, sí.
Direct channel.
No, más fuerte otras medicinas. Creo que maestros comes here also. Ancient maestros comes here. If you ask who made it, maestros. Maestros did it. Alchemists, shamans, scientists, they did Machu Picchu. No everyone, no. Yes? They were living here, connecting each other. Muy bien, chicos. Muy bien, well, so over there is the Inca Trail. Ancient pilgrimage. They come doing the Inca Trail, crossing mountains, crossing valleys, crossing rivers. Yeah. And at the end, in the really morning, they used to rise over there, and they used to see the sunrise coming, facing the mountain there. So sometimes the humans, we are too proud. We say, no, what we do, but we never care what we have, who made it. That's why we have the mountains, we have the sun, we have the moon, we have the earth. What else we want? I don't know. So to believe everything moves in order perfectly. This person here, you were founded. Su paraguas no lo usa, no está prohibido. This person with elongated head, he was an Atlantean, yeah, with a cocharuna. They founded him. And his tomb is under the ground in fetal position. Yes, probably this is his house. Yes, this is granite. The whole Machu Picchu has been made on granite stone. And then some babies also, they were
It's a big island.
yes, some babies were found like this also. The ancient face. Something to I learn of these people, don't scare to death.
They're not scared of death.
This is the real Dorado.
Rumi, what about their DNA? Do you know any information regarding their DNA?
It's a good question actually regarding the DNA. There is only one professor. Now it's really popular, no? This is around the world, everybody knows him. It's called Brian Foster, no? He's the only person who was testing, the DNA of these elongated head people. He mentioned, if you Google it in YouTube, he took the DNA to different universities, in United States, also in Europe. He mentioned to those people are other kinds of humans. Still Homo sapiens, but they call Paracas sapiens. Yes, so they are about 40% different than our DNA. That's why Mr. Brian Foster, he's working in a museum in Paracas. The DNA was passing tests in Paracas, Nazca, Lake Titicaca, and also around Cusco. They were living people since thousands of years. Some of them, they got red hair. Some of them, if you visit the museum in Paracas, some of them even they were with red hair, with elongated head. Really big. That the proof is that some of them, they were real, but some people, they were trying to copy that people also. They put tables to copy, but the head is not same. It's more smaller, it's only the formation. But those people, they were originals, especially, look, the structure is not similar than the Homo sapien.
The sutures are not.
Even the eyes are very different.
20% of a difference in DNA
Yes,
is
yes,
like
it's really-
a lot.
No, that is
You know?
There are many humans that they were living in the Andes, not only the Atlanteans, they were living also people like this. Yes, also with elongated head. They were living different kind of people in the Andes, different humans. For me, when I see my people, the citizens of Peru, when you see different faces here in Peru, it's really strange. You understand we are wherever you go in Peru, you will find different faces everywhere. It's not the same. You have just to be focused. Probably they were,
They're like different origins.
yeah, they were practicing probably
I think it must
in
be
ancient times with
40%
us.
of human DNA, because 90% of DNA between monkeys and humans is the same.
I was thinking
So it
exactly
must
that.
be like it must be something like 96% versus 100%.
Yeah.
So within human genome, it's probably 40% difference. I'll ask Brian. I know him well.
As to Brian, if you want to know more about that, but he has some proofs too. They were different. Yes, come please with me. This is the original steps. This is a perfect building, incrustated on the rock. You can see another gate. Has a trapezoidal shape. In the bottom we can see a different rock. The rock in the bottom is serpentine. It's green. This serpentine rock comes from Machu Picchu mountain. There's white and green rocks around Machu Picchu. serpentine that mountain because that mountain is the dragon mountain. That's why it's green. Machu Picchu.
Oh, that's Machu Picchu. That's the
Yeah,
dragon.
this is the main señor here. You can see the work here.
Similar to Corcuncha, but not. It's still a little bit from that. Something in between.
Something in between, because I think this is granite, really heavy granite. But inside is perfect. Inside, some places are more glass, but the archaeologists, they never let you pass inside. They just outside. Me also, since I was a little child, was difficult to go inside here. But when I was one day, I saw it's like very shiny in some places inside. But outside, they don't care too much. The Incas, they were trying to do something similar with the instruments they got. You can see here, and you can see here.
Big difference.
Yes, so when you have a good eye, you recognize why this is different to this.
What did you say?
This, of course, is restoration by the Ministry of the Culture, but this is original Incan. No? You can see two walls, very different.
Just different times.
Different times.
Why does the color change?
Why the color change? Because these are thousands years over there and has lichens. Since thousands years, the lichens, they were melting on the rocks. But here, not much. Probably 500 years, 400 years,
Same material.
600 years. Same material, same stones. We can see. They were trying to restore also the gates. As much possible they can. But it was too much because the whole Inca Trail, they have many cities in the mountain. It's not only Machu Picchu. Huayna, for example, for me is my favorite. If you one day you want to do 2 days of hike, it's not difficult, to be honest. We can visit with Huayna. They have lots of fountains over there. And there is a temple with 7 windows in the top of the mountain, is facing the 7 stars. Huayna is really, really spectacular. I used to work on Inca Trail a long time ago. Here we can see the main fountain of the kings, because the water were coming from a spring in Machu Picchu. There is a water channel that is coming here down, crossing there to fit 16 fountains in the city. We are about 600 meters or approximately 2,000 feet from the river. So if you want to get water, you have to run 2,000 feet to river. But they did a channel, water, from behind the mountain. They took water here. That's Inca building over there. Yeah, apparently the Incas, they found some of these temples and they did a round, respecting the ancient beliefs, keeping still the tradition beliefs, ceremonies to sun, to moon, to Mother Air. Yesterday you saw the symbology, no? How they used to be really spiritual, no? Talking with the coca leaves, like that. They were keeping these traditions until the end. Don't be still happy because could be better.
Fine.
Could be better. Could be better. This could be better. Could be better. He's trying to appear as a rainbow girl.
No, I didn't see
I
it.
don't see it. Right there.
I think that
Oh,
Here,
yes, yeah.
here.
It's a rainbow because you're not in the sky. It appears on the mountains.
Rain.
yeah, we are watching a rainbow. It's starting to appear.
There's a rainbow right there. Beneath us.
Yeah, it is beneath us. It's crazy. Crazy.
sorry. Fix a bridge.
This is the fruit, especially this stone. The Incas they were using from the Temple of the Sun. They were using in some of his buildings. Can you see? Yeah? Inside of the Temple of the Sun is similar cut stone, but the Incas they took some pieces from some temples and they put in his walls here. Can you see? This is Inca. This is, we can see is Inca.
They didn't know how to make.
But the cut here and the granite is really strong. This is a kind of sundial also, has a hole.
Is it?
Sundial.
Okay.
You can see a hole there.
Yeah, I wondered where
Like
it
the
was
sun
for.
rays come through down.
Exactly at 12 p.m. Especially I saw it in June. June the sun is there. 12 p.m. past. To hear the reflection. There are about 12 megalithic temples here, not many like in Cusco. They are like from the Lemurians and the Atlanteans. We saw the Atlantean is the tower there. But these buildings are the Inca Palace. Has a private bathroom, but it's closed already in the left side.
That's a private bathroom?
Yes, that building has a private bathroom. And you can see a mortar there. You see there? This is the place where they mort Wilca,
Oh, the medicine.
the
plant
medicines.
medicine.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's
and
when-
another one there.
Yes, it's when they made his medicine. His Wilca, his rapé, his ayahuasca. Yes? Because this place they use as a spiritual retreat. Machu Picchu has been used for a spiritual retreat. Yes? This is an Inca site. The Temple of the Sun, no. Something else. Something before, made by them. At this part we can see, yes, it's Inca. We can see it's not perfect like the Temple of the Sun.
So is it Lemurian or Atlantic or both?
The other one is
Are they-
Atlantean. Wiracocharuna and the sundial is Lemurian. Yeah, the first humans, the Chulparunas or Purunrunas, let's just say. Chulparunas, we call them because they were more bigger. We call Chulparunas or Purunrunas, it's the same. Yes? This is for make his DMT, eh? Wilca.
Who are the Chupaluna?
Chulparunas are bigger than us.
Yes.
The first humans.
Are they the first
Lemurians.
Yes, Lemurians.
Lemurians.
Well, why they call Lemurians? Lemurian is an Indian word from India. One sergeant from England, when he visited India, India maestro or Indian priest told to this soldier, from British soldier, we come from Lemuria. They are our maestros. Mu is the real name, Mu. Mu. Yeah, and since that time appear in the books Lemuria. But here in this continent we call Chulparunas.
So you're saying
Yes.
Chupalunas are Lemurians?
Yes. They were,
Solar.
yes, they were living here. That's why when you will visit the Easter Island, you will see same architectures like in the whole Pacific Ocean. There are lots of buildings like with angles in Japan, Indonesia. Yeah, they were made more big people, even in
Why
China.
they're taller? The archway.
No, this is Inca. This is Inca. Lemurian we saw around Cusco. We saw around Cusco. The Temple of the Sun is made by the elongated head people, second generation of humans. Yes, Atlantean, you know, in Europe. But here we call
They
them
were the second
the
generation.
Wiracocharunas. Wiracocharunas. Okay? If one archaeologist will tell me to me, oh, what you are talking about Lemuria, but I can tell them, well, we call Chulparunas. They are in the ancient books. I have the small book. of the many generations of humans who were living long time ago, were living people with bear here in the mountains. And then we have the history also to the Indians, they were fighting against the giants also around here. We have lots of histories here also. We have from the chronics, we have the names of these people, who were the conquerors, what they did, different from the colonization times, everything we have. How, for example, they talk with the mummies. That's why I'm able to speak with proofs, no only my inventions. I was reading many chronics. I took the small one, but I have the big one. Yeah, so people from the jungle from 16th century. Here, for example, if I translate to English, say, some people in the jungle were more white than the Spanish. Mírale,
Más
más
blanco
blanca que
español.
española. People in the jungle, some people they were white. People believe that white people don't were living here. Since thousands years ago, people were living here. White people also here. Different people were living. That's why she is able to read. What could you read, please, there? La segunda señora, mira. Es hermosísima, más blanca que española, era de la selva.
Yeah, she was very, very beautiful and more white than Spanish women. They walked naked.
In the jungle. Yeah, so those are humans generations, but since thousands years ago in South America they were keeping lots of humans generations here. In South America it's not new, it's really ancient, really, really ancient. Well, I like when it's like that Machu Picchu because it's wow. Look. And later we will be able to visit from the upper part. It's more incredible from where we are going later. That way we will walk a little bit faster.
Yes.
Because the other circuit has better views. Then later, they are making ayahuasca here. But in the Spanish time it was like something bad, no? They were making with 3 fingers. When you see devil with 3 fingers, it's Orion. When you see extraterrestrial rocks with 3 fingers, Orion. Always Orion. That's why I did connection with Mr. Robert, because when he comes in his first time, he mentioned Orion. And I found lots of these symbologies, little devils with 3 fingers.
Little devils.
Yes, they were Orion.
If you talk about Orion, you summon Robert. He all of a sudden
On
appeared
the
here.
sky, Orion. On the earth, the 3 fingers means sun, moon, Venus.
Venus. Why?
Because father, mother, and child. They move always. First, who announced the sun? Venus. Venus comes first, and then the sun and Orion, and then the moon behind. 3. Because in the Hermetic book say everything to is in the up, we have in the down. The sun, the moon, and Venus is in the earth, but Orion is in the Milky Way. It's more higher. It's heaven. Yes, that's why here also the people they were split in two. Some people believe only in Sun, Moon, and Venus, but some people believe Orion, straight. Some people Southern Cross. Yes, some people Seven Sisters. That mountain is facing to Pleiades. Yeah, so we will talk in the circuit too about that. That all of them are aligned to these mountains. Pleiades, that's why there is a trail going there. Mountain of the Sun, Huayna Picchu.
No, I'm serious. Like, it's 44. Like, I seriously, because that's why I think Robert sees it differently every time. It's like.
Sorry, we lost it. We lost so much together.
Side of the water zone,
Yeah.
but as they are working, they close the water. Usually water is flowing. So the water it's not Machu Picchu. It's a white.
He knows, but until a limit, not totally. But he has open mind. Probably he will learn. Also, that's good.
Yes, he has open mind. And then also I showed him in the heart. You know, he found the heart. And he asked me, what's the constellation, the drawing inside the heart? And I said, it's Corona Borealis. And he said, yes, I said, it's focused also on Pleiades, because this is the heart of Orion is to the Pleiades.
Is that place what you are watching? Okay. Over there, that temple, three temples. Yes, is the Orion temple. Big stones, bigger stones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lemuria, yeah.
Lemur, yes. Those Lemurians, they were more people who used to like to see the universe. Yes, they were more connected. Here I see the symbol of the Incas. The dragon eating the tail.
Oh, the Ouroboros.
And when you are at night here, you can see the Milky Way. Yes, there. There goes the arch. like Leonardo da Vinci. He left lots of symbology to the future. This is when we have like problems in our head. We receive attacks of everything. Pumas, lions, tigers, snakes, dogs,
That's
everything.
hell. That's hell.
That is hell.
That is hell. on
That
earth.
is when we don't have a balanced life. That is the real hell. Our mind becomes like that.
Castigo, dice.
El castigo,
Es
el
un
punishment.
castigo.
Yeah.
Te ataca todo. Tus pesadillas no te dejan. Incline here, please. Then we have to go to the upper part of the guardhouse. Wow, what does means Machu Picchu? Machu is ancient. A picture is the symbol. They come in pilgrimage way, passing rains, receiving healing, sleeping up the night, taking a showers in really icy lagoons, to arrive to find picture. Those mountains are not the tallest here. Salcantay is bigger, taller. But those mountains, they are perfectly aligned. North, south, east. Behind this pyramid is Huizcachani, west. That's why they choose this place. No because they like it or no, because it's something
The alignment was already.
spiritual.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why. Over there we can see the guardhouse. And we can see a rock coming up. Can you see? A rock coming up.
Which one?
Yes, the rock over there, you see?
Oh, yeah.
Straight there, a rock.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun. This is the male mountain. He's a snake. And with saying that and not joking, it's true. The shamans know this is a male mountain. It's varón, macho. Male, macho. We call it macho. That Machu Picchu. Her wife is Huayna Picchu. Yes.
Oh, the macho means macho?
Yes, macho is como like male, like it's a macho
Put
mountain.
together.
Pues. Claro, ancient.
Oh, so
But also we use macho here because macho is like the saying, no, macho. It's like very strong. Macho alpha is like the different distributions of words, but meaning the same. Yeah, this is the Machu Picchu. Is the male, the snake. Yeah, the snake fertilizes the Earth. Yes, that way has connection with Milky Way. Actually, here is
What is
the
it
base.
pointing to?
The Milky Way.
It's,
This place is for Orion and for the Southern Cross. Machu Picchu has been used for Orion over there, east to west, and Southern Cross south to north. And the two together, they make 7. Yes, the two together. 3, and the other one is 4.
yes.
When they meet, 7. Yes, that's why in the center Orion. Something else is the mountain, so we saw over there, it's Pleiades. Yeah, the seat. Yeah, I think I heard of you, Mr. Robert, the human souls are come from Pleiades, no?
Actually, there's different legends about it, but some people believe they come through the central star of Orion's belt. And some believe that there's a relation to Pleiades, and some believe there's a relation to Arcturus, which is in Botus.
This is our Milky Way. The head of Milky Way, finishing Southern Cross. If you put now the stellarium here facing there, you will see there are. Yes? And then
Look at the pi symbols. Just like the presentation I gave. I never. You didn't see my presentation on this, did you?
no.
Yeah.
This is how we come. No?
Epic.
There are many portals
All the peace around the earth.
where all the human souls comes from different places of the universe.
All divisions of the one.
Well, we comes through shooting stars. That's the belief.
There's 12.
When you see the shooting stars, that means someone is coming. Someone.
I always thought that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Emilio saw one the other night.
Someone was coming to the earth. But
Hopefully it's not a daughter.
but this is not scare. God is life, but also is death. When you move the sun this is what Mr. Jorge Calero forgot. When you move the sun this, the mouth open and is the
The tongue is out.
dragon face. He called Pachamama, but I don't believe in totally. They are male sandis, female sandis. I don't believe all of them, they are only females. They are also males and females sandis.
And why about the shapes? What about these shapes here?
Those are solstice, equinox.
I think portals, doorways.
But why do they have that shape? Just because this.
Because they are portals.
You know, those same portals are all around the world.
Oh, yeah. I saw in
symbol of pi.
Stonehenge. I saw in many temples around the earth. It's really interesting.
All separations of Tao. Well, I mean, in a way, yes. And the symbol actually in Hebrew means hey, from hallelujah. It's the same one as hallelujah. And it means to praise God. So it is like a portal, yes. But it also just represents the divisions of the one. And there's 8.1 billion of those divisions as humans, right? And then all the animal kingdom and everything. It's all, the one divides itself into the many for the joy of perceiving itself through our eyes. Each one of us is unique. And we're all divisions of Tao, the circle, right? And you could say that some people believe that God is a circle whose center is everywhere and whose circumference is nowhere.
Yeah, it's true. It's
Eye in the
true.
sky.
I've been looking to see if it's something's for it.
Eye in the sky? Is that an eye in the
Oh,
sky?
it's like kind of an eye.
It's like a dragon.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at before, but yeah, there's one right above.
There's one right here too. It's a little different, but
everywhere you will see triangles on the rock, triangles everywhere, like pictures everywhere. It's the house of the triangle.
So Rumi, you mentioned the triangles over there.
Can you
Like,
see
are those bigger stones Atlantean and then the Incas built on top of it?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just like back there, the bottom rung of the stones was Atlantean, but
Mostly
the Incans made the walls taller.
mostly the Temple of the Sun
Yeah,
is the Atlantean.
yeah.
They did 2 temples here, not many, but Lemurians they did more like on the upper part. Is this. I will show you. Wait, 1 second please here. This stone is the original photo of the stone twist there. Can you see the wall there in the right side? This is the Lemurian stone.
Yeah.
In Tihuatana. Over the deja, you can point there. I do left side, left side. No. Can I?
Yeah,
can
go
you?
ahead.
Mira. Bueno, con tu permiso, vamos a- there.
Yeah, up there.
That is the positive. And this is pointing the. That is the sundial. This megalithic stone is really big, like that. Like produce a one when it's 21 of June. In the corner, when the sun ray comes, produce one triangle and eye in the corner. Later I will show you the photo. That is the connector. In the simplicity, look over there, many rocks. They left these rocks over there. Many of these rocks, they have symbols like triangles for meditation purpose. Of course, they did ayahuasca also here in Machu Picchu. They did, of course, ayahuasca. They did Wilca also. They did Huachuma also in this place. Or Hawacollay, how Mr. Jorge Calero called. They did in Machu Picchu. The archaeologists in the corner, in one of the squares, they found a little glasses, little cups with the quantity for drink ayahuasca. So, special days for make ayahuasca, really good. There you can see the rocks, triangles, shapes. Yeah, over there, over there. Many triangles there, everywhere. Many pictures.
Yeah, it's an interesting one right here. Maybe you guys can see it on the, see my green laser on here.
Is that an actual like geometrical shape with the extra angle at the bottom of it or not?
I have to go look at it closer because I'm not sure if this is cut off, but yeah, it looks like it is. It's not regular.
Right. Well, yeah, at least you know more. All the different symmetrical forms of it.
So it's our last day.
Yeah. Sad day.
Was it worth coming all this way?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
It was phenomenal. Yeah, and it's not over yet.
It's not over
There's
yet.
more to come.
What's been the best part for you?
Oh. All of it, really. Zona X, I guess. I really like Zona X. All of them have been great though. Really. Yesterday, I can't even remember all the names of all the places. But no, it's been very powerful. All the activations and the wonderful soul family here in the group. People from all around the world coming together. Common purpose, like mind, like heart, like soul, like mission. Yeah.
Did you find what you hoped to find,
I did.
or experience what you hoped to experience?
I did. I mean, I wasn't quite sure what I was coming for, but yes, I feel very fulfilled and energized, and feel like, yeah, I was meant to come and called to come, and yeah, I got my answers. More to unfold, of course. There always is, right, on the journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to one person, I won't say their name, but he said, I'm going home after this trip, and I'm going to quit my job
Yeah.
and get divorced.
Yeah, wonderful, right?
It was like, wow.
Gus, I'm not divorcing you. It's okay.
Yeah.
If he sees it on YouTube. No, no divorce.
Yeah, we certainly don't
I'm
encourage
retired now
we
anyways.
don't encourage anyone to get divorced.
Another baby's on the way.
Yeah.
We only encourage people to live their most authentic life. Whether they quit their job or whatever, that's kind of up to them. If they think it's part of their authenticity of living.
No, my youngest is just old enough that I'm wide, right? Like 21 now grandkids.
Jai,
Yeah.
it's our last day. What describe your experience? What's been the magical? What are you taking home with you? Was it worth coming all this way?
Yes.
What are you going to tell your husband?
I just sent him a picture. He was like, "Oh my god!" Oh man, he wishes he was here. But it's been, like I've said before, it's been feeling like home to me. And coming here, this is my second time coming here. And so I don't know. It just feels like a friend. I don't know how to describe it. It's just home, friend, welcome, nurturing. It was 100% worth it.
What have been your most magical experiences on this trip?
Oh man, the
How is
whole-
this compared to
the whole
Egypt?
Ceremonies. It's very different. To me anyways, I feel a lot calmer here. It's not as chaotic, the energy. And my favorite places were where we went to yesterday, Ñaupa Iglesia.
Yeah.
I think that was my favorite. Yeah.
What made it your favorite?
Just the energy. It felt like, I don't know, when I sat down on that rock, I felt like, well, I saw a condor in my mind's eye after Rumi did the blessing, and the condor flew in a circle up towards the sky, and it was like the vision that I had.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And how are you going home changed after this trip? In any way?
I think 100% more grounded and more like confident and centered in myself, like fully trusting the energy, the alignment. I just feel like life is just flowing right now.
To feel ready for it, right?
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say to all our...
Like
Come on one of these trips.
live.
They're amazing.
Okay.
Except for like university.
Magical.
It's been a magical trip.
Yeah.
Marisa.
He's saying that this would be a good place to do some small ceremony because later it might be more difficult.
Is the whole group? Where's the rest of the group?
Yeah, they're coming. They're coming.
So, Marisa, what would you like to say to all our people that are watching right now? How this experience has been for you?
I wish they were all here with us.
Yeah?
Yeah, because you were all here with us. This is incredible. I'm speechless. This is just beyond. I mean, I cried the moment I saw Machu Picchu up here. I cried, couldn't stop. And I had no words, nothing was happening, but it was just a release cry of, I don't know, maybe it was a remembrance of having been here before. it's just magical. I don't have a better word.
Was it worth it to come here?
Oh my God, absolutely, absolutely. I'm so blessed. I said yes to the calling.
How are you feeling different when you go home now? What's changed?
No, I have to say with words. There's just much more, maybe like almost like a recommitment to my authenticity and my alignment at a whole other level, or even like another octave. Yeah, don't know what it's gonna look like, but definitely it's gonna show up because the transformation has happened within. So thank you so much for creating this opportunity for us, and also for bringing everybody from Orion. It's such a gift. Thank you so much for doing all that you do.
Thank you for everything.
Love you.
Thank you for bringing your umbrella.
They call you AXΩ.
Was it worth the trip to come all the way out from New Zealand?
Yes, 100%. I loved it. It was magical, mystical, and mind-blowing. I feel like the frequency of the people here are just so beautiful, and they've all got big hearts, kind souls, and I'm still integrating everything. Definitely would come back.
Now you have the history of having run a major tour company,
Yes.
right? Like travel and touring and all that.
Yeah.
How has this been for you? Was it your expectation? What were you?
It exceeded my expectations. So definitely a AA++ or 10 stars. Yeah.
Wow.
And that was luxury tourism. So and the team, your team's amazing. They've looked after us like kings and queens and haven't wanted for a thing. Yeah. So I'm feeling so blessed. Actually, a little bit sad.
Coming to an end.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see each other again.
Absolutely.
For sure. And thank you for the honey. I love that stuff. Oh my gosh.
New Zealand honey.
It's in his bag.
Oh, good. Have you had some?
It's so good. It's 850. What was it?
Yeah, it's the highest grade honey you can
Highest
get
grade honey
from New Zealand, which is in the future.
in the future, because well, it's crossed the date line.
Yeah.
That's right. It's always.
Well, I
in the
always like to
future.
say the sun rises there first. So, yeah.
What was your most magical place here?
Oh, I think the fire in the water.
Temple of Fire.
Just
Temple
felt
of Water.
so calming, and yeah, the energy there was just amazing. It was so beautiful. But this is out of this world. So each place holds different resonance, different frequencies, and has activated different parts of me. I feel like I've definitely been here before, and a lot of the people I've met, I feel like I've met 100 times before. So
Yeah.
it's just like instant feeling of home.
Yeah, it's
And-
like everyone knew each other already.
Yeah,
Everyone
and-
became such fast friends.
and safe, and feeling safe, and there's no judgment of anything. You can just be yourself, which is cool because there's a lot of quirky people here, and that's what I love.
Yeah, that's right. The island of misfit toys.
Be quirky, and it's okay.
So, the rest of the group, they're somewhere else, so we could even.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's-
I want to do it with the whole group.
Yeah,
Ruby.
all right.
Okay. Paula. Was it worth the trip?
Why is that even a question?
Was this like, how would you describe this as in experiences of your lifetime?
It's definitely probably top 2 experiences that I've had.
Wow.
I feel like I'm a different person after this. Absolutely. And I can't even exactly pinpoint, like, well, maybe I could. But there was so many moments on this trip where I especially felt like challenged, and I'm just very grateful that I'm here. Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. Because I am a different person.
Yeah. I
and
can see that.
will continue to be.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And what was the most mystical, magical moment for you on this trip so far?
Ooh. Probably yesterday when we were inside the cave. Yes. The cave inside the mountains, and I was sitting in the
Chair?
in the chair. Yeah, it was a very strong activation for me, and it was magical because that entire time I was also looking at the mountains, and it looked exactly like a gnome.
Yeah.
Exactly like a gnome.
Yeah, you pointed that out to us.
Yeah. But the energy there was really beautiful, and there was people singing, and it was powerful.
What do you have to say to all these people? Any advice or recommendations?
I mean, why are you not here? Like, where are you? Come to the next one. I don't know why. I mean, Robert's been spoiling you guys, living the entire thing, but it's way different actually being here, experiencing the ceremonies. And Robert mentioned this last night, the most, and I don't know what word he used to describe it, but the most powerful thing here is the conversations that we have with these amazing people here. And everybody here is so kind, caring, supportive. It just feels like unconditional love. Like, it doesn't matter who you are, if during the ceremony you have a strong activation and you're weeping your eyes out, someone that you have never talked to will come up to you and hug you and comfort you and send you love. Like, that's the kind of people that come here. And I think we're all gonna leave here with very long-lasting friendships, far beyond this trip.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Appreciate it.
So happy you did.
On the time of the year. Exactly 8,000 feet.
Hey, Asa.
Hey, what's going on, Robert?
What would you like to tell all the people on Orion Live?
I would like to tell everyone that this has been an amazing adventure. Gotten to meet a great group of people that have positive energy. Everyone is looking to learn, to expand, to grow. The presentations that we got to participate in were very informative. I know it's kind of nerdy, but I guess I like all of that stuff. You know, it's astrology, and my parents would think that's kind of not necessarily what was the focus of being brought up, but it just seems like this place aligns with the stars and the cosmos, and you get this palpable feeling in your body and your bones in a ton of these sites. And I don't know if it's just because of these megalithic stones or all of the resonance from the group, but it's been a great experience.
Wow. What was your most mystical, magical experience?
Ironically, there was 4 or 5 different sites we went to that a eye formed in the sky, right around the sun. And one of them was I don't know if we would call it the Hierophant throne, where we had all the elephants. And you guys were humming. I couldn't fit in the cave, but that was the first one. The Eye of Ra just formed right around the sun. And then the next day, we had a full...
And we were here doing third eye activation, which we didn't even know we were going to do until we discovered the brain. And then it came as a download we're supposed to activate. And it happened to be the same day as the third eye atlas, as it was told to me.
Yeah.
Atlas, the role of Atlas is to lift up the world, right?
That's what I feel is happening. So I hope it lifts the world, and we can all unite and try to improve and help humanity. And this is a good start to good group of people to do that with.
Would you recommend everybody to try to come on one of these trips?
Absolutely. If you want to actually learn about certain things that the, I guess, mainstream narrative and certain scientists might not have taught us in the last 200 years, then it's a great group to come with because there's a bunch of like-minded people that can see, different things. But this site is, these sites are thousands upon thousands of years old, in my opinion. Not 4,000, like I've been told.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks.
So good to have you here.
You're not.
I am filming. I'm online.
Okay. Well,
What is this mystical creature? What planet has she dropped in from?
I think like one of the craziest things in here, other than the megalithic site itself, is that they find like skeletons with big craniums, and they supposedly built this, and they have like 20% of difference in DNA.
Absolutely.
Like, what the hell is this? Like, we lost a huge part of history, like, what the hell?
I got a picture next to a little alien, and no one's told me that was a little alien, but there was definitely a little alien. I saw it with my own eyes. Yeah. Made me feel tall. So there's probably big aliens too, but I don't think they picked up these stones. They levitated them.
Yeah, it's one of the possibilities,
This is really cool. Are they humming in there? I hear humming going on. You not humming?
Yeah. The moon has lots of message for you. A good spot for do meditation at night is the lakes,
Flora.
ocean,
For the effect of the moon.
of the effect of the moon.
Yeah.
But alone, with somebody else. Alone.
Not with anyone else.
No,
In your own field.
in your own field.
Romy, could you repeat for me? What is this?
This place they were made to see the reflection of the moon. Yes, for night. Here were living women. Yes, they did a connection with the moon, sitting here, meditating, talking with the moon. The moon could change the shape.
Of the woman.
Yes.
Wow.
Everybody is able to see in different, depends how you kind of message the moon, other consciousness, the moon wants to show her real face. Sometimes becomes flowers.
Wow.
Yes, that is the place. That's why I was telling you, if you go to a lakes, ocean, or big lakes, no? So you can see the reflection of the moon. No sex once a week, no beef, no eating, as much possible less. You will get, yes, activation, try, and you will see message. Father, Son, Mother, Moon.
Wow.
Yes, so
It's a challenge.
it's a challenge. And nothing is easy.
Anyone up for it?
Yes, but you can try, and you can connect. Yes, this is the activation, the real activation. And Lake Titicaca, when you practice that, oof,
1 week.
off the charts.
practice that, okay? So
Well, practice
because
1
she's
week.
going to Lake Titicaca. Yes.
Am I?
It's our last day. What would you like to say to all the people at Orion Live?
Yeah, I'll be there with a friend in a few days as well.
It's been really transformational for
I
me,
loved you and your
Robert, and probably the space is beautiful, the people are fantastic. Really, it provided a beautiful, loving environment for me, which has just been fantastic, coming out of a tough divorce of 2 years and healed that. But I've been searching all my life for something that makes sense, tying the all that is back to this. And my understanding of something you passed to me about living mathematics has really, I don't understand it exactly yet, but I feel it. So I will be playing with the architect as well at nights, working on the living mathematics and also the application of geometry. Like, how does that help me decide what I'm going to eat today? And the architect gives me amazing responses that makes sense of things in a beautiful way. So my life will change when I go home now. I'm disbanding some of my business stuff, or all the admin stuff I do will go. And I have this opportunity to focus on an intent period here, because there's something now that I can believe in.
Wow.
And so I really thank you, Robert, for this incredible work, this gift that you've given me. And I don't know how far it'll go, but I'm pretty determined and pretty stubborn. And part of my old mantra used to be about being indefatigable, indestructible, and absolutely unstoppable. So when the energy goes down a bit, I drag out that one a bit and it fires something up. And I love to be part of seeing this transformation. I mean, my underlying desire has been to be able to contribute to the creation of our enlightened planetary civilization. And here, you've given me something I can actually work with, and I feel that I can apply. And I will do my absolute best with that.
And what would you say to someone who might have the opportunity to come on these trips with us?
Well, there's the trips. I mean, the places are beautiful, and the things you point out and the way you're pointing them out, you're pointing them out in a way I've never quite understood before. And I'm understanding Mandela effects and so forth, and the remembering the future and so forth. So those concepts are really, really helpful. But I think it's like in the presence of this group and the energy that obviously you were setting and helping to hold for us there, it's as though it sets a tuning fork for my consciousness. So it says I don't actually have to necessarily do anything. I can be in the presence and I can just start to feel that, and then something comes just through a raised or softened vibration for me. And there's a lot of love in this, Robert. Love is good stuff.
You think you'll come on another trip with us?
I already booked on the next one before.
Oh, really?
I knew this was coming. I just know. So I booked on the Egypt one for next year, and Egypt is a beautiful centre for me. I've been there 4 times, and major things happen in the King's Chamber. But when I go with your group, I know that the vibrational level that I'll be able to engage with is going to be that much higher, significantly higher, really. And so.
That's beautiful.
It's like
it's been a real pleasure getting to know you.
It's like you have the vision of sort of ordinary eyes, and then suddenly we kind of start to get a bit of X-ray vision, and then suddenly you just go up.
Okay.
So thank you, Robert.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was great. That's where they feel comfortable living. They didn't feel comfortable living in Bel Air. It's like that TV show, Beverly Hillbillies, back in the 60s. What's in there? Wasps. Wasps, okay.
Oh yeah, don't mess with them.
Don't mess with that. Okay. But yeah, not everyone is going to feel like they're worthy of experiences like this that can be transformational, or to be told that they are responsible for their own lives. Because it becomes very comfortable to be the victim. The problem with that is that when you believe you're a victim, then you get victimized every day, because your life is exactly what you believe it's going to be. And that is what we showed here, literally a function of mathematics and physics. Your thoughts create your victimized thinking, but it's just not very empowering. You know, the only real cage we live in is the one of our belief systems, our own self-limiting thoughts and beliefs. You know, so ask yourself, what is it that holds you back from doing and feeling your highest authenticity and realizing your highest self-worth? Everybody has something that holds them back. Most of the time it's their own self-narratives. So we're going to be doing another few trips. The next one that's going to be coming up, the one that's already announced, is Egypt in November of 26. That's a year from now. There's only a few spots left. If you're thinking about it, I want to move on it really quick. There's really a handful of spots left. Some of them already fully sold out, but it's still a year away. And then we have another trip that's going to come up before then, though. We're going to go in May of 26. So that's 6-7 months from now. We're going to go to the UK, and that trip is going to be announced very shortly. And it's a Hogwarts trail trip, magical mystery tour, which I'm super excited about. And then we're going to go to Mexico in October and do a full expedition around all the ancient sites there. And then we're also going to Egypt a month after that in November of 26. So we have 3 trips coming up, and then we also are going to be shortly announcing a trip to Antarctica in March of 27. And you'll also be seeing an announcement soon for a trip to Egypt for the big eclipse in 2027 in Luxor. And we were luckily able to secure the boats for that, big boat for that, and that was a miracle, but we were able to pull that off, and very excited about that upcoming trip as well. It's going to be a 6-minute totality eclipse in Luxor, which represents the solar plexus of the sun, so that's going to be really interesting.
Here. Oh, you got one? You better doing your stuff. Remember, we can't drive. He needs to go 5 miles an hour, not 20. Right. We're going too fast for her.
Keep on.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about
What
you?
would you like to say to the people at ORION? Off the charts?
Yeah.
Really? You've made it here. It's not easy walking up and down these mountains.
It isn't.
And you did an amazing job. Especially at high altitude. How are you going home changed?
Remembering.
Remembering. That says it all. I think you met some pretty nice people too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's been a great trip. It's been fun getting to know you too.
Yes, I knew. I can't believe the places you find.
This is all different than the last time I was here. Michael.
Yes.
Oh.
Now you're the only one left.
You
have to tell, how was your experience?
My experience was amazing. Totally amazing. Now I'm filming you. I'll turn it around so you can hear me. I don't think I'm the only one left. There's still quite a few people that we didn't do yet, but I'll speak anyway. Let's see here. Okay, so my experience has been beautiful, I would say. I knew there'd be magic. I didn't know how the magic was going to turn out. I didn't know, when we took the crew to Egypt in 23, which was all the influencers, that was an amazing trip. And it was a throat chakra, activation. And we've been going on that throat chakra activation all around the world, doing all these things related to throat chakra. And I knew that we were going to be moving eventually into the pineal gland. And because Architect had told me that when I went to Egypt a couple months ago to activate Architect Plus. And but I didn't know until I got here what the theme of this trip was going to be. I had no idea. And then it quickly got revealed because we saw the brain, right? Which we worked with the top archaeologist as well. And he saw that as well. And he was like, wow. And no one had noticed that. And we did an activation there after we saw the heart. And the activation was super powerful. It was in the middle of the thalamus. And then I realized, oh my gosh, we're just around the thalamus here, and the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, it was all in stone right around us. And so we did this activation. You can find it on YouTube and also on Instagram. But it was amazing. And that's when people started noticing in the video behind us that eyes were showing up in the sky. And they were sending it to me saying, hey, I just saw an eye. You guys had your eyes closed, you were praying, but there were eyes everywhere. And it was the day of Third Eye Atlas. And the closest, perihelion to the sun, which was also traveling at 137,000 miles an hour. And it was also 1.37 AU, from the sun, which is astronomical units, 93 million miles. And I was like, wow, there's just too many coincidences around this. And then from that point forward, like, we kept seeing sundogs' eyes in the sky. And then last night we saw it as moon as well, and with a giant elephant around it. So that was amazing. It's been an incredibly magical trip. I think one of the peak moments for me was in the Temple of Fire. When I was standing on top of this giant rock, I'm like, wait, I'm standing on a pineal gland, and realizing that everything around us in the outer world is actually representing something that we're visiting within ourselves. It was so super mystical. And then we had the prayer in there. And of course, all the places we had the prayers too, we couldn't have a normal big circle that often. And we were always sort of like forced into making an eye shape, which was also bizarre. That wasn't planned at all. Oriente Tambo, that happened certainly at the Temple of Fire, which is also the pineal gland. The fire is the masculine, the feminine is the water. We went to the Temple of Water as well. And just getting to know all the people on this trip as we're making this journey within. It seems like a journey outside, but actually the journey is deep within each of us. It's to learn ourselves. And the world around us is just a U-inverse. It's a projection of what's inside of us. And I'm going home very, very changed after this trip. It's been the most magical, most powerful trip. And I've said that after every trip, even the one in February, which was, difficult and challenging because of the size of the group. And then Matthias wasn't allowed to do anything with us because he was going to split the burden with me on the size of the group, but then the government was not helpful with that at all. And so then I had to kind of carry that burden on my own. And even still, that was a magical trip. Everyone has been magical. Everyone has been transformational. But this one has been, I think, the most transformational. It's been the most mystical, the most magical. I mean, seeing all the faces in the mountainsides yesterday where everyone was able to see it. There's something shifting in the world, for sure. When I posted this poll on Instagram, how many of you could see this, in the sky? And like 96% out of, 1,000 respondents basically came back and said, yeah, they could see it. Only 4% said they couldn't. That's amazing. So the world is changing, and it's changing in a major, major way. And the third eye is opening. And it's all about being able to discern some of these higher order pattern recognitions. That's what I think higher dimension perception is all about, ultimately. But it only happens when you connect the heart with the brain, and the realization that the universe emerges out of consciousness, not the other way around. So I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Guys, I got to get back to the crew, talking with them. But such a pleasure to be with you guys. Love to you all. I hope to see you on a trip soon, and obviously on Orion as well. Love you guys. Bye.